Sorry about that. Anyway, Slap's here. This is for Slap Recon. I'm going to do a little bit of a rundown on what's going on, what's getting ready to happen, and where I'm at, and what's going on. Anyway, so this is going to be Slap's recapping the beverage. So you have your beverage ready, adult beverage only. If you don't have enough adult beverage, you're not allowed to watch this. So, but I appreciate you tuning into this part. All right. I'm going to do a recap first of all, and this is going to be on what Slap Recon's been up to, or where I've been and whatnot. Because people are sending me a lot of different places they want Slap Recon to show up, and the last place I went to was actually the last couple of places were very appreciative that I showed up. So I'm sure I mentioned these before, but I'm not doing very many of these type, recaps or updates or whatever. So I'm just going to go through the whole thing. I'm going to shoot right into ESP, and then I'm going to shoot into the other venture that I'm going to do. So anyway, let's go. Jeremiah's in Pasadena. Jeremiah's in Pasadena. That was the Italian Ice. Very friendly people. I had a great time. It was an awesome strawberry shortcake drink that they I guess you call them drinks. I don't know. You guys know that I'm kind of the old-fashioned guy. I'm not into the boba, and I'm not much into the Italian Ice thing. But whatever, it was great. It doesn't matter what they call it, man. They can put any name on that joker there, man. It was awesome. And it had what's called Italian Ice mixed with some kind of vanilla ice cream, I guess soft serve. And I think the Italian Ice part of it was strawberry, and then they had topped it with some, I can't remember, I didn't write it down here, but some kind of crumbles, cookie crumbles, if I remember right. And I think the flavor of the ice cream was cake batter, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm saying that wrong, Kiki's the owner. I apologize, I really do. But I had a good time. I enjoyed that. And I'm coming back. Might not video y'all, but I am coming back. So I gotta try something else there. I gotta just do it one more time. Because I like the fact that I did a calorie assumption on it. Assumption. I didn't Google nothing. I just assumed, and to me it looked like it wasn't really heavy or anything. So I was good with it. I couldn't believe I finished it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really couldn't, because normally I don't eat really that much. I'm kind of a very light eater. So anyway, thank you, Jeremiah, for inviting me out there, or letting me come out and do what I had to do. Y'all, it wasn't an invite, so it was great. The other one that I had done was Misfit Toys. This one took me to Houston, Texas, off of Main, North Main, and 45 North. And I was going to meet up with the Lone Star Hunters, good friends of mine, which I had them on a few of my videos. And they were going to be there, and they were there, I'm sorry. So he asked if I would go, because he's kind of knows these guys, the owners from Misfit Toys, and it was kind of like a grand opening deal that they were having. So I saw some of the videos there. And I went there, and he was there, but we met up with another guy, and he was more like how do you say? Well, he was Superman, okay? And it was interesting because we didn't know either one of us didn't know he was going to be there. It was him and his dad there, and it was actually, he really does a good job, because he looks a lot like Superman. If you want to go to go through it all. He really does. He's got a good costume. He really looks good. There it is right there. Does a real good job. So I ended up interviewing him a little bit and getting into some of what he does. Show who he is and what he is. So hang tight. All right, there we go. All right, and he was dressed like Superman. So Lone Star Hunter, dressed as Predator, decided to do a little bit of stuff with them. So I put that on my YouTube also. So you can go to the description at the bottom of this video, and I'll put some links to it. And we were doing that at Misfit Toys off of North Main. So that was interesting, a lot of fun. Bit of a drive, but no big deal for me. And I did another one on Taco Bell, the nuggets that they're selling, chicken nuggets. Wasn't impressed. I don't know. You might like them. Personally, my taste, it didn't work for me. Okay, you can catch that video there. That's also a little bit clear. And let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I did in Pasadena. I went to La Guadalupana. La Guadalupana is a bakery and cafe, and they make their own coffee. They have their own coffee that they actually sell, and it was good, very good. I highly recommend that coffee. It's very good. They also have decaf if you want to get a decaf. I think they sell it in a 1 pound bag or something like that. So call them up over there and ask them, what the price is on it, and tell them Slap sent you, and they'll give you a real pretty smile. Very beautiful. So anyway, thank you all very much for letting me do what I do out there at your establishment, at the bakery there, and the food was great. The bakery was awesome. The pastry they put in front of me and gave me, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm going back for that. I'll try a couple other things. They got eclairs and stuff, man. How often do you see people putting eclairs in the bakery? You know what I'm saying? They also have Mexican stuff, bakery stuff there, ponchos and stuff like that. But it'd be a good place for you to go check out. They're in Pasadena over there off of Crenshaw and Burt. So for you guys that know Pasadena, you know the area, and that's where it was. So thank you, Guadalupana. That was a great deal. So again, thank you very much, Jeremiah's in Pasadena off of Fairmont, Misfit Toys off of North Main and 45 North and North Side out there, and Taco Bell, chicken nuggets in Pasadena, and then La Guadalupana off of Crenshaw and Burt. Great experience. All y'all were a great experience, really were. Thank y'all very much. I had a great time spending and sharing with y'all guys. And also Lone Star Hunters, thank you guys also for inviting me out to be with y'all over there. And Superman, which is Philip and Dylan Hughes, you got a future, son. Keep moving. Just keep it going. And y'all guys try to catch him. He has a lot of good things that where I say he dresses up as like Superman. He looks like pretty close to the real deal, and he's a youngster, but he can do this for a while. And he likes to go to hospitals, and he loves to do this for children and stuff like that. So I think that's a great deal. And the good thing about it is it's coming out of his heart. So God bless you, son. I hope a long time future for you. And I understand that you and Lone Star Hunters are going to get together, and I think y'all are going to work on some stuff. Y'all already started some kind of movies, videos, and stuff that y'all have created. And I saw some of them; they look good. And I'm looking forward to seeing what y'all come up with in the future. So anyway, that's Philip and Dylan Hughes. Great job. All right, now we're going to ESP. Let's cross over to the other side. So on ESP, we did the lost episodes, okay, from season 1, because I decided to go ahead and do that. And I know that I'd already started season 2, but I decided to go through with these episodes because there was a couple that either didn't make it because toward the end we were having some kind of issues and stuff, and I was in the process of moving back into my new home, moving into a new home, and so things were kind of weird. So I don't know, for whatever reason we all had to go our ways. I miss Melanie Peters from Under the Moon Paranormal. I highly miss you, really do. And I also miss Taylor Nicole. I don't know what really happened with everything, but sometimes things happen and people just have to go their way. So I guess time runs out. The sand in the hourglass just runs to the bottom. But I do miss both of them. I had a great time with them. I love editing their material. So anyway, we get back into that. Lost episodes. I posted one that was Melanie Peters had a discussion with Sister Savannah. And this one was kind of controversial, whether I really wanted to release it or not, because it kind of goes on to a side that I'm really not familiar with, and I just kind of stay away from my own reasons. But I figured some people might like it. You can go to Explain Strange Podcast, and you should be able to find it there. It's the latest one that we put on ESP, and it's her having a discussion with Sister Savannah about demonology. So if anybody's interested in knowing a little bit about that, a lot of information on it. Apparently the Sister Savannah, she knows it. She knows a lot about it. So if you get a chance, go check that out. Put a thumbs up on it, put a like and everything. And then the other one was Stokes County Paranormal. We reposted that one. I had posted it way before, but for some reason it disappeared. But I keep everything anyway, so I reposted it. and Stokes County. If I remember right there in North Carolina, or South Carolina, or North Carolina, North. And that was pretty interesting because during the interview, it was Taylor Nicole and Melanie Peters both doing that interview. And in that interview, if you watch this video, there's actually paranormal activity going on because these people have a lot. Stokes County Paranormal, that is a two-lady team, two-lady team, whatever. And they go out and they do different areas out there where they're at, and they get some good stuff. I mean, I think y'all should check them out. So anyway, all these I'm putting in the description at the bottom, so you'll be able to catch them. Tell you how to get to them. And so while they were doing the interview on Explain Strange podcast, there was a few times that activity was caught. So you might want to catch that and see if you can catch it. And I think I put a reel, a short, or whatever you want to call it, on YouTube. So you can see them there. And we're getting ready to go to continue with season 2 of Explain Strange podcast. And I'm already starting to send invites. And some of these people that I'm sending invites to have been on TV. You have seen them on the Travel Channel, and hopefully they accept. Said they would in the beginning, so let's see what they do. I'm hoping they will. I hope they didn't get into something else because we were supposed to get them out when we were on some of these on season 1, weren't able to get to them, or they had scheduling differences, which I can understand that. And so I want to reach out to them and let's see what they say. So I'm still reaching out. We're going to see what happens. So I guess we're going to be on hold for season 1 right now. I know there's other people that kind of want to be on the podcast, but I kind of want to see if I can get the names right now first, and let me see what they say. I don't want to contradict the scheduling for them, because I know that they're still doing work on TV and stuff like that. So I'd really like them on the show. And I don't have a crew anymore, so I'm back to being the only wolf. So as everybody knows, I am the only wolf. So I won't be doing this with anybody. There's invites still open for a co-host if anybody's interested, but haven't heard anything so far. Running out of time to keep looking, so I'm kind of like, man, I'm just gonna have to drop that and move on to the next. Now, for Explain Strange podcast and Slap Recon, I have one that's going to be kind of like a combo that I'm working on right now. I'll be going to a cemetery. Everybody says haunted cemeteries. I think every cemetery is haunted if you want my opinion, because any cemetery that you go in, you'll probably be able to get some kind of activity on a recorder or dowsing rod or whatever you use, and whatever equipment you use. I'm sure you'll get something, because there's an array of opportunities. So I'm thinking, a lot of people use the word haunted. I'm just going to say I'm going to head to a cemetery, okay? I know the cemetery. I know where the cemetery is at. It's out here near me. Not around the corner or nothing, but it's near me. I'm going to be going to it. And the thing about this cemetery, for a particular cemetery, it's since y'all know that we're in Houston and Sam Houston and all, there was battles here, the Mexican army versus the American army, and so there are both sides buried there. You have Mexican soldiers that were left, and so they buried them there, and you have American soldiers also that are buried there. So I know that the graves are very old. I mean, big time. I've been out there. Just didn't do any runs on it, but I like the idea. I'm gonna go ahead and jump on it. So I'll be taking out nothing more than a voice recorder, and I'm thinking about some dowsing rods. Y'all tell me what y'all think I should take out to the cemetery. I mean, I'm not wanting to go buying a bunch of equipment, because I got a bunch of equipment I'm buying for one deal that I do, and then I got some on this particular deal. I got some other ones on things that I'm starting. So I'm not really planning on going out too far on money, start buying, rim pods and all that. I'm not doing that. But tell me if you think this will work. But I'll tell you right now that I feel pretty confident. And the reason I'm saying that I'm getting ready for it or preparing for it is because my good buddy who was on Explain Strange podcast, she was a investigative medium that was with the Ghost Brothers. Actually was on one of the shows with the Ghost Brothers. So I can't remember if it was Lights Out or Guest or something, one of them. But I don't know if she was on there because that's how I saw her. And then I got her on my podcast. So you can kind of look down there, you'll see her information or what podcast you can find her on. And she was thankful enough to me and kind enough to send me her books. And I'll go with this one first. One of them is called Investigative Medium, The Awakening. And she did tell me she's working on a part 2 for this one. So this is good reading to get into, because you can just read the back of what these guys in the back from the Washington Post and stuff said about it. So it's actually, I haven't got into this yet, but I'm like, man, that's gonna be something to read, and I will, and I guarantee it. And then, but this book here, this is the one I'm in right now. This one is how to cleanse. Okay, so it tells you more or less how to cleanse spirit energy. In other words, like if you go into a situation like what I'm getting ready to do, and this will tell it kind of it says here a step-by-step guide to heavenly home. Okay, and I'm thinking that if I use this, that I'm using this because I'm already into chapter 6. Where am I? Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, I'm into chapter 6, the actual cleansing. So I still got to go through the 7, which is the crossing over of ghosts, and then I'm going to read all the way to. Well, I'm going to finish the book, but I'll probably at least get to chapter 9, the prayers. So, and what she does here is she tells you more or less if you're going to go into a haunted place or if you have some kind of activity at your house and you're scared of it or you're worried about it. This is the kind of like calm down book. Okay, it kind of tells you the kind of like, it tells you what you can do, how you can take care of it, how you can try, the best avenue to try to cleanse your house, cleanse your, yourself, because one thing about it, anybody who goes into anything, nobody wants nothing following them home. And I see that through all the shows that I watch. So that's basically what she's kind of talking about. She kind of tells you how to do it the right way. You can go with all kind of stuff that you read on or Google or whatever. But me personally, I think I want someone who I know, and I do trust this woman, trust me, because I would have never reached out to her. And when I reached out to her, I swear I thought she would never get back to me. And I just said, I'm just going to, throw this in the dark, wham, But she did, and I was shocked. I was like, do what? So I was glad to have her on the Explain Strange podcast. Melanie should have done this one too. She should have done this one with me. I think she would get good on this one. This was a good one. So either way, had a good time doing that, and that's gonna be my next step. That I'm working on for Explain Strange podcast. And having 3 sips. So tell me what you think about where we're at right now, where we're going, and what I should be doing next. Those of you for Slap Recon, keep sending your requests. I do have a lot of requests already. People have sent me. I'm going to try to get on as many as I can. I head out again next week. Try to get my buddy David Recio, my military buddy over there, veteran buddy. He's not going to be able to make it, or doesn't. I think he doesn't want to make it because I think for one of them he doesn't like the type of food. So, man, I tell you. So, I'll make him go anyway. So we'll make him hold something, a camera or whatever. So anyway, thanks a lot, guys, for following Slap Recon. Thanks a lot for following Brendan and being part of Explain Strange podcast. There is a cooking site going. I'm still working with that. Still trying to get things figured out because that there takes a lot of different things that I didn't really know. But just like Explain Strange podcast, I didn't know anything about that. But I jumped in and I learned as I went. So it kind of went well. So still have a few shirts. I think this one and I have the other ones left. Now I'm not sure on the sizes. I know I got some extra large, 1 or 2. I got some large. I got plenty of medium. Anyway, let me know if you want one. I might get out there and get you. And then don't forget the books. Lane Crosby. Look at the name, Lane Crosby, and look for her on the Ghost Brothers. She was on there, and I love that episode. We talked about it on my podcast. Didn't get too much in detail, but we did talk about it because that's what I was excited about. And I see I'm getting messages here. Okay, guys, that was it. That's Slap Recon's gonna get out of here. I got some things I got to do, and I'm doing some planning to get out for another one. I'm invited to go to one tomorrow, and today is what, Friday. Oh, okay, it's Friday. You guys enjoy your weekend. And Saturday, I usually don't like going out on Saturdays or weekends, because the reason I don't is because it's kind of more crowded and it's hard to do your video or film your videos. Because a lot of times, you know, you really don't want to be filming a bunch of kids and stuff walking around and everything. That, you know, kind of contaminates your view, because a lot of this, you know, isn't really supposed to be video. I mean, it's not that it's supposed to, or it's illegal. It's not that. I mean, some parents get offended, and I understand. I'm a parent. I mean, I got a tribe of kids. You know, I forgot how many last time I checked, but every time I check, I see another one pops up. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. Again, thanks a lot for following. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for loving, caring, liking, and friending. And remember, Slap's always going to be your friend. And I guess on that note, don't forget, follow the Slap. Follow ESP, get ready for some cooking, and let's go to a cemetery. Let's do it together, because I am going to go live on that one. Ready? So, boom. That is going to be a